Here on the Transparent FX Academy, every day I share my best market breakdowns, showing you guys how you have to analyze the market both from a technical and in order flow perspective to see where you can be looking for the next potential opportunities in the forex market. So without further ado, let's go straight to the charts and see which is today's pair. In today's video, I want to speak about EURJPY. Now, why do I want to speak about EURJPY? Because at the moment, we do have quite interesting price action and structure. So what I will be doing is, as usual, providing a complete multi-time frame top-down analysis, starting from the higher time frames, going down then on the lower ones. We will also check what we have from a COT perspective, so commitment of traders, which is basically what hedge funds and the non-commercials in the market are doing. And by the end of the video, by using the combination of these two different types of analysis, we will try to understand where we have the highest probabilities for a potential move here on the pair. Now, starting from the monthly time frame, what we can see is that the market has just created a strong impulse to the upside, followed by this correction. Now, in general, after an impulse, if you want to measure the correction, you have to take your Fibonacci from the low to the high of the impulse. And if we do that, what we can see is that the market has just retraced inside of the zone, which is in between the 0.382 and 50% of the Fibonacci taken on this monthly impulse. Now, as the market is testing this very strong support, we can expect the market to provide a rejection to the upside, possibly even for the creation of a higher high. So on the monthly, everything seems quite bullish in the long term. Going down on the weekly time frame, what do we see? Now here in the weekly, we actually see a completely different scenario, as the market is currently testing previous weekly support, now turned resistance here, and a potential rejection to the downside for a deeper correction of what we are seeing on the monthly before then seeing the continuation to the upside seems more likely, since we are definitely testing resistance. So long term on the monthly, we expect bullish price action. However, a deeper correction, considering that on the weekly we're testing resistance, is definitely possible. Just a quick thing, make sure that you like and subscribe, and also let me know in the comments the topic that you will like in the next video. Going down on the daily time frame, we see confirmation of what we already wanted to see from the weekly. So a potential rejection to the downside in the short term before the continuation to the upside. In fact, we can notice how the market has just created this W formation that is currently testing also the weekly resistance previously identified. Now, in general, after the creation of a W, you want to see the market create a move to the downside to go and complete the pattern at the previous resistance, turn support. So here in the daily time frame, we definitely expect the market to provide a potential move to the downside to go and test this previous resistance, turn support here. Now, if we go and see what we have from a COT perspective, so commitment of traders, which is basically what hedge funds and the non-commercials in the market are doing, we can see how lately on the euro, net positions in the long term have decreased from 118K to 57K. We do see some longing in the short term, but overall, we already know that. We know that in the long term, we do expect euro to be bullish. So this decrease, combined with the fact that we are already seeing longing, easily gives us the idea that in the long term, EURJPY, we see it bullish, but a short-term correction is very possible. And if we go and see what we have on the JPY, we see even more confirmation of this with a very negative minus 63K net positions, which makes the JPY very weak, after which we expect the move to the upside. But at the same time, we don't see any shorting. Actually, we see shorts getting closed, which once again indicate for a potential short-term correction before then the weakness of the yen and strength of the euro can continue in the long term. So there is definitely a potential short-term shorting opportunity here. So how we will be approaching that with students? Now, as usual, we will be reactive and not predictive. The monthly, weekly, and daily, those are the best time frames from a directional perspective combined with the COT data. But when it comes to confirmations and entries, best time frames are 4-hour and the intraday time frames. So with students, We will be monitoring price action from an intraday perspective during this move to the upside, waiting for the market to shift from an intraday bullish market as we have right now to an intraday bearish market. And only if the market will shift from an intraday bullish to an intraday bearish market, only at that point we will be adding EURJPY to our watch list. And as soon as the market will provide to us one of our valid entries, we will be taking a nice short with a good risk to reward and good probabilities at that point for the move to the downside and for the market to retrace at least to the 0.382 of the Fibonacci taken on this daily impulse. But overall, we would like to see the market complete the pattern at the neckline of this W pattern. If you enjoyed the video, make sure that you smash that like and comment below. It really does support the creation of more free analysis education and updates for all of you. You can also click the link in the description that brings you to the mentorship program. It's a very complete program. First, you learn all the rules of my rule-based strategies, and then you trade the strategies with me. Every day, I give you a new daily market breakdown showing you how to apply the strategies with the entry stops and take profits. And you can also ask questions and get the answers the same day with the Q&A session. So it's a very complete program. I really suggest that you go and check it out. The link is in the description, and I will see you in my next video.